Okay, you probably tell by the name of the video, this is going to be a little on the serious side. Okay, now we're going to first talk about my new iPad. Now, okay, hear me out. A few months, maybe almost a year ago, the iPad had a problem updating settings. Then the iPad had a problem saving an image. If I go into images to do a meme or some shit, then the iPad had a problem where the camera wouldn't flip a certain way like it is now. I couldn't flip the other way. Then the iPad case was a third-party case. It was a piece of shit because they didn't have one in stock. My iPad for Apple, it was a third-party, garbage. I noticed a fine line. And the fine line was on the iPad case. It wasn't. The fine line was on the iPad itself. And I have to admit that on June 26th, that comes into play later. I'm looking at the iPad, and I'm wiping it down, okay? And it goes sliding and hits the corner on my fucking kitchen floor. So I could use it, but if I want to use it would be a big fucking crack down the middle. And we'll get to this in a minute, but I actually said out loud, well, this day won't be worse than yesterday. And I went online to figure out how to fix it. To fix it was over $600. My mother said, just buy a new one for half the price. And I did. And that's what you're watching now. Now, my cousin, Kelly, you remember her father was the guy who went to my school, the old campus, 33 classes ahead of me, went to Vietnam twice, got the 2 Bronze Stars. Yes, okay. And I said she had a liver problem. We're going to go back over that. November 2015, I'm doing laundry. I'm taking my hoodie out and hanging it up to air dry it. And I come in with the hoodie. My mother is standing in the doorway, in the hall. And she had a look of death in her eyes. Kelly is in the hospital. Her liver's failing. What had happened was she was up in her hospital in Putnam County, where they live at. And there was a woman there. She's in the hospital, liver failure. Doctor comes in. Doctor says, okay, you're going to die in 48 hours. All right, pick your coffin, arrange your funeral. And they set up her and her mother all night planning her funeral. She was 26. Our ex-cousin-in-law, I have 2 ex-cousin-in-laws, one on each side of the family, that are nurses. Ex-cousin-in-law on the father's side of the family says, nurses, we stop doctors from killing you. Ex-cousin-in-law on this side of the family, her daughter went to school with Kelly a grade apart up in Putnam County. She is a nurse at the hospital, and her daughter will later follow in her footsteps. She calls her friend down in the Bronx, and he's an organ transplant guy. Sent her to me. And my mother got the call after this ordeal happened. She was put down to the Bronx, and the guy put her on a list right away. Now, my uncle, my mother's younger brother, he was in Florida. He had been in a car accident a couple years earlier, coming down from Yonkers into South Carolina, and he fucked up his leg real bad. And he said, cut the leg off, give me a prosthetic leg, I'll go back to work. He was a plumber. And he got real bad. He was fucking full-blown alcoholic before that. And he drank 1.5 gallons of vodka a day till he went to liver failure. And they told him, because you're the biggest alcoholic in the world, you have to be documented sober for 6 months. After that, you go to the list, but you go to the bottom of the list. And obviously, he died waiting, right? My mother went down there, Florida, saw him, came back. She was going to go down again, but she got the call, come down right this minute because he's going to die soon. And I got the call 3 a.m. Now, Kelly was an alcoholic. I did not know that, okay? My family, one every three guys is an alcoholic on my mother's side of the family. And living generation, we have two of my mother's aunts, Joanne and Mickey. My mother's generation, my generation, couple of the kids, the next generation, and then one kid in the next generation. Mm-hmm. And we thought the alcoholism stopped with us because we were not alcoholics. Yes. Kelly became a bad alcoholic. Alcoholic as in liver failure at 26. A lot of alcoholics die of liver failure, but not at the 20s and the 30s, usually in the 50s, 60s. Yeah. So they put her on the donor list. I don't know if they omit the alcoholic part or they give her a break because she's young. This is obviously New York State law. She's on the donor list. My mother was going to go down there to see her. And her mother, Donna, told my mother, don't bring Vinny. Because Vinny will go fucking apeshit. Plus, I was obviously a police crossing guard, and I didn't want to go there, get a German, and bring it to the kids. Donna said, don't come here. Don't bring her. Seinfeld fans, my mother gets a text on Festivus. Some poor kid died in a car accident, and Liv went to her. And the doctor, God bless him and his staff, they worked overnight into the Christmas Eve morning doing the liver. Yes. And I went down there to see her. I was allowed to see her now because she's out in recovery. Saw her in the hospital. She was sitting in the chair. She gained a little bit of weight, let's put it that way. She got a little fatter. I mean, when I was younger, I would do pushes with her standing on my back. Now, she's fucking a little heavy set, right? But she got shit hooked up to her. She got a fucking neck all fucked up because of the rashes and bullshit like that, bloated. My parents bought her a charm. I had to lean over in to kiss her. She yelled at me because I was talking to her in the hospital. Now, when we were little, we got along great. We were 7 years apart. She loved me a lot. When we got a little older into the transitional period, we started fighting a lot, her and I. We go to an event, kiss on the way in, kiss on the way out. But in between the middle, we'd be like, fuck you. I mean, we would argue with each other all the time. AOL, AIM, ooh. You put the screen name in, and when they log on, you hear a door open. When you log out, you hear a door close. Boom, right? She would ignore me. Like, ignore me completely on AOL. Then she'd be like, fuck you, I don't like you. And we get into a shouting match, like, I don't like you either. And she would log out, but I hear a door slam. And later on, a couple years later, we said, why are we doing this? Because our mothers got concerned. Our mothers sat down and said, listen, what the fuck is wrong with these two? Why can't they love each other? And we sat down, we said, you know what? We're gonna love each other. Okay, we're gonna hug, we're gonna love each other. And every time I saw her after that, I always kissed her. I always told her I loved her. And we always try to take a picture together. And I would not let her leave my presence unless she said, I love you too. We're not gonna fight. We're not gonna say, fuck you. We're not gonna do that. Okay? So, years later, this is happening, and she went into recovery. Obviously, you do liver transplant, you gotta take medication up the ass. Okay, and years go by, a couple years later, and every once in a while, she'll go in for a checkup. Doctor's like, I don't like your numbers. Okay. Stay overnight. I remember one time, she never accepted my AOL request. She never accepted my Facebook request for friends. But we always talk on Facebook Messenger a couple of times, you know. And I'd be talking to her. One day she was in the hospital, talking to me on the phone, texting on Facebook. Hi, Vinny, you know, I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry, but I'm okay. I'm in the hospital, I'm fucked up, we're good, blah, blah, blah. I love you too, blah, blah, blah. And it was good for a couple of years. I didn't see her at all. At all. It was good for a couple of years. Now, my uncle, my mother's little brother, he had the throat problem, pre-cancer. He had to get the cancer shit zapped out of him. Okay? He had his cancer treatments, his pre-cancer screenings, zapping, pushed back for the COVID crisis, right? And once COVID dies down, he gets to go back. My mother takes him to the hospital in the parking lot. We're getting something. Gives him the COVID test. Okay. The next day, later that night, we get a phone call. Mother picks up. Hi, how are you? Oh, it's not COVID. And I'm thinking, okay, my uncle got his test results back. And tomorrow they're going to do the zapping for his throat. Nope. It's Donna. Kelly relapsed. She relapsed and fucked the liver up again. So the liver's fucked up. Kidneys are fucked up. I'm sorry. She has pneumonia. She has an infection. I come in here. My mother comes in now. This is the door, and I face the television that way. I'm turning around for this video, and I'm facing that way in this chair. My mother comes in and tells me. And I'm like, okay. This is not good at all. She's 31 now. This is not good. This is not good at all. So now my friend from high school, Sheila, her name is. She's on her fourth cancer now. She had her fourth cancer diagnosis. The treatment was pushed back because of COVID. And she opens up one week saying, I'm finally getting my cancer treatment from the screen, quarantine lifted. I'm going to get my cancer treatment finally. Her friends are giving her gifts and all the bullshit. I don't have an address for her. So I go on Cameo. Cameo is a thing, and Shannon Miller told me this. Cameo is a thing where you go online and you make a private video with a celebrity. It can cost $50, $500. And make a private video for you. A couple dollars, nothing major, okay? And Shannon Miller thinks I'm a pain in the ass. My friend Sheila thinks I'm a pain in the ass. But they both had to deal with cancer. Shannon had to survive ovarian cancer. And I bought her book on our birthday 3 years ago. Because our birthday, I crucify her on her birthday. We have the same birthday. Every birthday, she gets nailed. Okay? The old lady comments, the old lady memes, I insulted the shit out of her. But she loves me. So I go on Cameo. This is going somewhere. And I actually call Shannon Twin. Because I don't know if she gets my... Like, a lot of guys out there forget my last name. Or not see my last name and not move real fast. I have a little message. I always say twin. When she hears twin, she knows it's me. And I said, hi, twin. My friend Sheila, cancer again. Can you please make a video for her? A couple of days later, it takes a while. I get my AOL account, my messenger, my email. And I get the beep. It's from Shannon. She made the video. And I'm sitting there screening the video before I send it to Sheila. Phone rings. Mother walks out, and I'm watching this video. Mother comes back in the door. As soon as the video ends, by the way, mother comes back in the door. That was Donna. When they do a liver transplant, they use cold mathematics. How old are you? What are the odds you surviving? What are the odds you not surviving? All this shit. How many livers are there? And who needs them the most? And who is the highest rate of survival? They do this because of Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle was the world's biggest alcoholic. Liver failed. Because he's Mickey Mantle, he goes to the top of the list. And they give him a new liver, and he died anyway. So now they hold on liver like shit. And the doctors did their mathematical shit, how old, survival, blah, blah, blah. And the doctors told Donna, and Kelly was fucked up. She's in an induced coma. She's on a respirator, a ventilator rather. She's on a fucking dialysis machine. Okay, she's fucking encased in all this shit. She's barely conscious. And the doctors told Donna the mathematical facts. No. The liver's failing. Kidneys are failing. Infection's gone. She still got pneumonia. No. My mother came back, and I could tell by looking at her face, she was like, why is the fucking ghost won't know twice, man? And that was it. This was the news that there was no hope. Now, June 25th was a Thursday. It was the 20th anniversary of my high school graduation. I graduated the same school as Kelly's father. It was the 14th anniversary of our cousin who graduated a year ahead of Kelly in Putnam County. Okay, who's now a nurse, by the way. I said that already. Now, Joe Sinnott. Joe Sinnott was an artist I met in 1995. Hold on. This is back in the day when all the comic guys were out of work and they're doing shit for money. I got a Hulk vs. Sting on my wall signed for $20 with a couple thousand now. I'm on the iPad for Craig, right? And I'm on my bike, riding my bike, getting ready to listen to music. And Joe Sinnott's grandson comes on his page. Poppy has gone. I offer my condolences. I show a copy of the picture. I do like a meme for his date of birth, date of death. This man was in the Navy construction battalion in Okinawa. He was one of the greatest inkers of the 60s. The artist, the penciler draws the art, and the inker inks the art, which is extremely difficult. You gotta be good at that. He inked so many books, it's crazy. The first Doctor Doom. Okay, Stan Lee wrote it, Jack Kirby penciled it, he inked it. Okay, he was in between Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. He was a living legend. And he had awards of the ass. Empire Strikes Back. When they walk in the room and Vader jumps up real fast, boom. That is a spoof of Doctor Doom. Because Vader was inspired by Doctor Doom. And there was a Fantastic Four book that Joe Sinnott storyboarded where Doctor Doom jumps up from the table as the Fantastic Four running to him. Like, oh my God, it's Doom. That was spoofed in Empire Strikes Back. He storyboarded a scene that would later be spoofed by Darth Vader himself. Okay? This guy was a badass guy. A long life. Grandkids, great-grandkids. His wife had passed away. One of his sons passed away. God rest their souls. And he's gone now. All right? Both my condolences, blah, blah, blah. And I'm talking to someone on Facebook, and I'm talking about my old PVC patch, the first one. And I'm recounting a story with the detective I went to school with. and the sergeant who's now a lieutenant. Yeah. And my mother's out shopping. Now, I would have been at work getting out the half-day shift. Because of COVID, I've been out of work. So I'm home. My mother's out. My father, whose birthday was yesterday, is sleeping because he has Parkinson's. It's really fucking bad. And the phone rings. I don't recognize, the last name is cut off, the last letter. I pick it up. Hello? Yeah, it's me. Oh, Michelle. My mother's aunt, who's 9 years older than my mother is. 3 kids. Kevin, Lisa, Michelle. Her name is Michelle. We call her Mickey. My mother's little sister, Michelle, and her own daughter, Michelle, are named after her. So she is little Michelle. She's 7 years older than me. Kelly is 7 years younger than me. Kelly's grandmother, my grandmother, and little Michelle's mother are all sisters. My Aunt Mickey's the only one left alive. My grandmother died 2 months after Kelly was born. Kelly's grandmother died when she was 9. Where's your mom? Store. When's she come back? At least a half an hour. She went to the stool and at the farmer's market. I gotta talk to her. Okay. Well, it'll take at least a half hour. I'll call back later. Is this what I think it's about? I don't know, I hung up. Now, I'm not a fucking idiot. Okay? I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm a lunatic, but I'm not a fucking idiot. This is bad. So, I go back, type into the message to the person, and my left arm goes numb. And I think I'm having a fucking heart attack. More than a half hour later, my mother comes back. I am red as a motherfucker. Little Michelle called. That's not good. I said, no fucking shit, it's not good. And she fucking hung up on me. And when you fucking call back, you better fucking tell her. I was really fucking mad. Years ago when I would make my videos in the dining room, I'd have the ladder set up with the camera on it. I move over there. My mother comes in the kitchen to get the phone. Other side of this door. She gets Michelle on the phone. And I have a cup of coffee that she got me from the farmer's market. You get a free cup of coffee. Yeah. Okay. She had a free cup of coffee she got me. Bring in the cup of coffee. And as soon as my mother gets on the phone, Michelle picks up. I yell at the top of my lungs, when did it happen? You fuck. And I was fucking everywhere. I was like, oh, fucking unbelievable. And I was mad, man. I was mad. How fucking dare you not fucking tell me? My mother's facing this way on the other side of this door. I'm in that hall, and her back is to me. She screams. A scream that I don't ever want to hear ever again. She screamed with such agony. I thought she was gonna fucking faint. And she cried. I didn't see her cry that much. My great-grandmother died. I didn't see her cry that much. My grandmother died. My uncle in Florida, he died. She called on the phone and here. She was hysterical. It happened an hour earlier, at 12:30 p.m. Woke my father up. Just utter horror. Utter horror, my friends. Utter fucking horror. And no kids. One cat just died a couple months earlier. Other cat is still alive. Dog is still alive. She's living with her parents, so they take care of the pets now. Her cousin is gay, married to a woman. I believe that the gays should be allowed to adopt because it's a good alternative to abortion. But also, if they don't have an adoption or surrogacy or some shit, their parents have no grandkids. Because Kelly's gone. Corinne, the older one, isn't gay, so she can't conceive normally. So there's got to be some form to do something. Because they won't have any grandkids. Their mother is 9 months younger than my mother. And their father's 70. The fucking animals call them grandpa and grandpa, but you know, fucking human grandkids. Now, I have decided, like the past couple of days, I've decided to forgive Michelle. Because A, Kelly and I were fighting for a couple of years. B, I lose one cousin to this, I'm gonna lose another cousin. And C, Kelly would tell me to forgive her. So I'm going to forgive her. I was very angry. I was running like a fucking lunatic. But I've decided to forgive her. I'm not perfect. I've done shit that I'm not proud of. So she's forgiven. And next time I see her, I will kiss her. And I won't mention it all. I was planning on telling her mother. I was planning on having a big fight over it. I was planning on going to fucking war over it. I said, what the fuck you doing that for, stupid? Okay? I said, your baby cousin would have pulled you by the throat and reminded you of every bad thing you ever did your entire life. There are a lot of people that find me fearful because I look very intimidating, don't I? Like I'm imposing sometimes. You guys seem like direct traffic. Kelly never feared me, ever. If I said the wrong word, if I acted up, she would actually slap me in front of the entire family. As a little kid, she's like, you. And she would literally, if she was still here, she would literally pull me down and tell me, you will forgive Michelle because you are no fucking saint. And she is forgiven. And guys, don't binge drink. And if you are an alcoholic, get help fast. Because a young man died. Kelly got his liver. And she fucked it up. So learn from that. Thank you.